Hey, y'all. Welcome, friends. Today, we are milling apples for applesauce. A lot of the time, we mill apples for apple butter, but we still have quite a bit left from last year. So, I wanted y'all to join us while we do this. So, I'm going to turn the camera a little bit so you can see Patrick. He's currently working on milling.
Load it up.
See? We're getting some applesauce. And he's getting the apples. We've got to get all that juice out, though. Because that juice becomes apple jelly. Waste not, want not. See, he's pushing all that pulp through. And down in the bowl, we'll have applesauce. Now, something that I kind of wanted to discuss, and Pat and I discussed this before I came on camera. A lot of people peel, core, and chop their apples and cook them that way. And that's fine. That's fine if that's what you do. I prefer to just wash my apples, quarter them, boil them with some cider. Well, not boil them, but steam them kind of with the cider, excuse me. Because there is so much flavor and nutritional value in those skins and those cores. If you cut all that out, you're missing so much nutritional value and flavor. So we prefer to just quarter them, boil them with some cider, and we like the cider a lot. You can use water, but I like the cider because I think it adds another level of flavor to both the applesauce and when I make apple butter. This year I'm just making the applesauce because I made a lot of apple butter last year and a little applesauce, but we've gone through it. So now we're just making applesauce because I go through the applesauce in the wintertime. Like yesterday we did peaches. We like to have some fresh fruit through the winter because it's in the wintertime you need fruit because it's not readily available. So I'm gonna turn the camera again so y'all can watch what he's doing a little bit here with the food mill. He's just pushing the apples through the mill and they're going into the bowl, and I do have a larger bowl sitting aside. When we fill this bowl, we'll put it into the larger bowl. And then what I do when this is all milled is I'll fill some pint canning jars, which we already have boiled and ready when we're ready. I'll fill the pint jars, and then I'll just water bath can this for 15 minutes, and it'll be good to go for 3 to 5 years. It's actually, honey, show them that little trick. Come on. Here's our little trick that Pat forgot. To get it off the sides, we spin it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we spin it. It gets it off the sides so we don't have to scrape the sides down.
Oh.
It makes it easy. Pat forgets this every year.
I'm old.
But it's so cool. And look at this. He's only put a few apples in there. We got a good amount of applesauce. And it's so, sorry about the jiggling, y'all. I hope you don't get nauseous or sick or whatever. And if you see my messy kitchen in the background, you have to forgive us because that's what canning is all about, a messy kitchen. But good food in the winter.
Just about ready for more.
Oh, he's going to put some more apples in there. This is probably boring, but I just wanted to share what we do with y'all. We do this quite often. And he's going to spin it around and it cleans the sides off. And then he just dumps the excess in the trash. But you can see, he just takes the apples and strains them. As much juice out as possible. Because you don't want juicy applesauce. You just want nice applesauce.
Keep it thicker.
Well, yeah, but you don't want a ton of juice in your applesauce. And the juice doesn't go to waste because I'll make apple jelly. Oops, you got a skin hanging there. Just squishes it all down, mills it all through. And because this is going to be homemade, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in here you see a little pink coming through. Your applesauce is not generally going to look like it does in the grocery store because I mix a lot of different apples when I make applesauce and apple butter. And some of them apples have a little pink tone to them. Hope this isn't boring to anybody. How much cider do I put in? I literally, like, I fill whatever, like, I fill the pan, like, you can see the pan that's here. Like, here's the pan, Cindy. I fill this pan with apples, and you can, it doesn't matter what size pan you're using.
Oh, 3/4 of a quart.
No, yeah, I used for this amount of apples, which I don't remember what size this pot is, and I apologize, and if you want me to figure it out, I will. But for the size, you just take your pot, fill it with apples, and then you literally just want to fill the bottom layer with cider. Just the bottom layer. So, you know, like accommodate. Like this is a half a bushel of apples, like just under a half a bushel of apples, and I used about 3/4. No, I used about half a quart, little over half a quart of cider. So you just kind of want to fill the bottom so that, and when the apples are cooking, I stir them so that, you know, I stir them, pull them up from the bottom so that what's on the bottom that's getting soft pulls to the top, and then they all get soft at the same, you know, they're all getting soft. And they're cooking in that cider. And you can use water, and it doesn't even matter. If you use water, you can still make apple jelly with it. But I like the flavor. I like the flavor that apple cider adds to my apples, whether I'm making applesauce or apple butter. So you just fill the bottom of the pan with cider. My mom, when she's doing this, she doesn't add anything at all. She puts her apples in, and she just steams them on a low heat. But I like the flavor that cider adds to it. So I just literally just and fill it in the bottom. It's just literally just putting some in the bottom. There's not even a measurement. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong, Cindy. There's no right or wrong. You just put it in, you know, to your, whatever. Just add enough, exactly. Just add enough liquid to help them cook. That's what Cindy said.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because they're going to release liquid anyways, and you're still going to have juice. And I save that juice. I strain it through a cheesecloth, and then I make apple jelly with it. And I've even used cinnamon candies in my apple jelly and made candy apple jelly. All right, I'm going to turn you to him so you can watch him a little bit. Because that's pretty much what I want y'all to see is the milling process. It's pretty cool. I don't know if y'all can see what's going on over here. It gets all on the edges, like seeps out of the edge. I'm trying to get the camera so you guys can see it. It seeps out of the edges. And then you just spin it, and it falls into the bowl. I hope y'all can see that. Yep, this is fun. And I'll tell you what, I wish y'all had smell-o-vision. Because it's, woo! Sorry about that, y'all. Woo! The camera just went jiggly jiggly because I keep moving it. Spin that so that you get that stuff off. No, all the way around, honey. You're just, yeah. There you go. Look at y'all. Just a couple of runs through the food mill, and we already got a decent amount of applesauce. Oh, it's gonna be good. And I picked up my farm basket today, and we got some more pork in there. This apple tastes delicious with that pork. It
and
is
you can add
so
your
good.
spices afterwards.
Yes, I don't. That's what else I wanted to say. I canned my applesauce pure. I add no sugar. I add no cinnamon. Like I know a lot of people like that. I can it pure, but I also put I think I probably have at least 8 or 10 types of apples in there. I'll read your comment in a minute, Cindy. So with the different types of apples that I have in there, I don't add sugar to my applesauce. You can, but I don't. I don't add cinnamon because if somebody wants cinnamon on their applesauce, they can add it at the table, you know? I don't add any of that. I literally just can it pure. Let me read your comments, Cindy. I have one of those going to do it that way. Can see it. You're awesome at this. Oh, Cindy, thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet. I love ya. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure y'all could see because this, I really do, I do it different than most people. Like I said, a lot of people peel and core and they lose so much flavor and nutrient. They lose so much flavor and nutrient. I'm going to turn the camera back so y'all can see it again because I see there's additional people coming in. So I wanted you all to see what we're doing here with our applesauce. And check this out, y'all. We have like, this bowl is getting pretty darn full already. But that's okay because we'll just put it into the other bowl.
Another one.
It's getting pretty full. And when Pat wants me to take over, he'll tell me. Because this is a little bit of arm work. It takes a little bit of arm work. But I'll tell you, it is so worth it in the end. It is so worth it in the end. Thanks for joining me, Cindy. I appreciate your support. I really do. Yeah, this is going to be so good. And I'll tell you another thing. Because I use so many different types of apples, there's a lot of times that my applesauce has a little bit of a pink hue. But it's just because I use like the Paula Reds and stuff, and there's a little bit of red running through those apples. It's not that there's something wrong with the applesauce, it's just the color of the apples. And it's the pulp.
Share. Video.
Oh, ask me. Oh. Yeah, that's one thing Pat was just reminding me to ask y'all. Please share this video out. I would appreciate it because I would love the whole world to see how simple it is. Because this is actually really simple. We boiled some apples and we're milling them. And like I said, you know, we could peel and core them, but there's so much flavor in the skin and the core. There's so much flavor. There's such a difference. There's a big difference. Hi, Sharon. How are ya? Sharon says, yum. It's going to be good, Sharon. We did this last year. I brought home a bushel of apples last year, so we made apple pie filling, apple butter, and applesauce. But we went through the applesauce, so I brought home less apples this year, and we're going to do applesauce because we went through so much applesauce. Yes, if y'all could just share this video out, I'd appreciate it very, very much. Share it with the world. Let the whole world see that it really is not that hard. I mean, really, what is it? This is, I mean, it's work, but, you know, nothing good comes if you don't work for it.
Show them how much is the scrap in there compared to what I put in.
You see that? This is what's left. And he had this filled right up. This is what's left for scraps from what he put in here. So that's all flavor. That's all flavor in there.
Think we should put it in another bowl now?
Yeah, we'll put it in another bowl. I will just let the camera roll. And I will just put it in another bowl. I'm just gonna let the camera roll, y'all, while I transfer this. I don't know if y'all can see, I hope you can. I'm just putting this, and oops, it splashed me. Look at this. This is so good. I try to use the mill in other bowls and pans, but it fits better on this bowl. So we're kind of stuck with, you know, old habits die hard. So we put it in a bigger bowl. And then I'll transfer this yumminess to my canning jars. Cook all over this thing. I done made a mess. That's nice and thick, though.
Yep.
It's going to be good. It's nice and thick. That is nice and thick. It's going to be delicious. hope the camera ain't so crooked you guys can't see, but you got a lot of juice coming out. Let that strain a little bit more.
We're getting done.
See, y'all? I told him he has juice. See how it's draining into the bottom? That's not necessarily bad. It's just you don't want it too much because then you're going to have some soupy, watery stuff. And that's not flavor. I mean, it is flavor, but it's not the nutrients and the pulp that you want.
So it's also pectin, and it's gonna natural pectin is gonna thicken up.
Yes. If in case y'all didn't know, here's a little fun fact. Fun fact, in case you didn't know, pectin. When you add pectin to make jam, pectin is actually apple. It's apple juice. That's what pectin is. That's what thickens your jam. So when you make apple jelly and things of that nature with apple, it's already got the natural pectin. But apples aren't the only thing that provide pectin. Cranberries provide pectin. There's a whole bunch of different fruits that provide pectin. But generally speaking, when you add pectin to your jam, it's apple. It's apple juice. We were going to do the crab apples today, but I had some running around to do. So crab apples are going to have to be tomorrow. But we have crab apples on our tree. So we're just going to get them off the tree. But crab apples we do exactly the same way. Because our crab apples are actually, like, we do have a crab apple tree that's like the size of a cranberry. But we use our crab apples on the other tree that are the size of a real apple. So I guess tomorrow's going to be crab apples. If you ever wondered what they taste like, they almost have like a rhubarb taste. They're a little sour, which I like sour stuff. But I just make crab apple butter with it. And I'll tell y'all, it is so good with pork. Ooh, it's good with pork. It's good on pancakes. It's good on waffles. Crab apple butter is good. I add a little sugar and spice to that like I do with my apple butter. I'm going to turn the camera back so y'all can watch Patrick milling and milling and milling away. For anybody that's just coming on, he's milling and milling and milling away. Oh, you got a lot already.
We're getting there.
This is almost a half. We didn't fit the whole half bushel in the pan, so we saved a few in the. They're going in the fridge for midnight snacking. Because you know, when you're hungry at midnight and you don't want to eat something bad, grab an apple. It's good for you. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? I don't know. Works for me.
Not me.
If y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, please. I appreciate your interaction. I appreciate you being here. This is going to be so good. Okay, y'all. I'm going to try to take my turn milling here, and I'll see how the process goes. But if it's going pretty good, I will turn the camera back on and show y'all how I can this up, because I'd love to show y'all how I can this up, because it's so easy, y'all. It is so easy. You don't need no special equipment. You don't need no, it's so easy. So I'll probably come back on in a little bit when we're done milling this, and I'll show y'all how I can it up, because y'all are going to be amazed at how easy it is. And keeping yourself out of the grocery store when you buy some apples and make your own applesauce. And I think it tastes 110 times better.
And it's not modified.
Yep, it's not genetically modified. It's not bioengineered. It's literally from the tree to our jars. And it tastes so much better. I don't, like I said, I don't add sugar. I don't add cinnamon. And I don't think you need it. Do you, honey? No. I don't think you need, when you're doing it yourself at home, you don't need sugar. You don't need cinnamon. If you want to add it later, but I don't add it. So, all right, one more shot, guys, and I'll be back later to show y'all how I can this up, because it's so easy. It's so easy, y'all. It's so easy. I know this is a short video and it's not informative, but I just wanted to check in with everybody and show y'all what we're doing today in the homestead. Look at all that juice. That's going to be jelly. That's going to be a mighty fine jelly.
Getting a lot of juice now.
Well, thank y'all for joining me today. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you in a little bit. Love y'all. Blessings, everybody.